How has the way that the industry consumes news changed over the past 10 years?
It's fair to say that the way people access news has changed considerably over the last 10 years. Previously, local newspapers, national newspapers, and the national news in the evenings were the way that people used to get their information. There is this need for instant information, but it is important the way that the content is produced. It needs to be bite-sized, it needs to be easy to read, it must have a clean format, and it must be simple and convenient. We have a website where we try and incorporate all of that, and it is proving very popular as an alternative to the hard copy magazine. I think there is still a need for a hard copy magazine within the builders merchant sector. We've done the research and found that. We need to offer that alternative to people who don't want that fast pace of life, which seems to be controlling everybody's lives at the moment.
How did the pandemic change how Builders Merchants News communicates to its audiences?
We were very lucky, as I found out in my 3 years at Builders Merchants News, that the Builders Merchants sector is very good at supporting each other. And that was certainly the case during the pandemic, when companies would help each other provide PPE, supply materials on jobs, they'd work on the Nightingale hospitals. And there was a real feel-good factor among the early stages of the pandemic. And as it turned out, we had 9 issues that year. We only missed the 1 issue, which is a pretty good achievement because we were really worried about how we were going to fill the pages. How did we get the content? We did virtual debates of our own, where we could get exclusive content from people specifically asking about how the pandemic is affecting them. We used the BMF forums, where they spoke specifically about different areas within the sector. That made really good content that we hadn't used before. And we also had other PR that came in from our regular columnists who we thought might not be able to get the content to us for one reason or another, and they did that as well. So although our issues became smaller and we had to combine 2 issues, we still managed to put 9 issues out in 2020, which was a tremendous achievement.
What's next for BMN, and what do you see as the next big opportunities and challenges for B2B trade publishing?
Well, I've been in journalism for 30 years and probably B2B publishing for the past 25, and I've certainly noticed huge changes. I started off in local papers, I had a typewriter, and that was the way I helped produce a weekly magazine. My first magazine within the B2B sector, I only had a monthly magazine to put out. That evolved, and then it became a newsletter, then you added social media, then you added a website. You have to move with the times, you have to provide an alternative. If people want to read longer articles, longer features, opinion pieces, they turn to the magazine. If they want bite-sized chunks, they go to the website. The one thing I've learned throughout the pandemic is the builders merchants sector really is a team. It's a big happy family. I feel very honoured to be part of an industry where everybody works so hard, and I hope to be in this sector for a very long time.